Greetings, beloved. Rastafari, blessings and prosperity. Empress Imara tapping in, on love frequency. Frequency of happiness and prosperity and success to the world. For those who willingly to receive it, yes, let it bring you all the success and happiness you need. Yes, as a light that guide I and I path. Rastafari. Humility and love, I'm come for just talk on many topics today. So I just kick it off in the vibration of music. I want to say chronics. Respect. Yes, chronics. I am proud of what you're doing, Yan Kalisa. The item advance. I can see growth, spiritual growth. I see growth in how you deal with life and how you move through militancy. Yeah. One thing, youths, let me get for telling you this. And this is words of inspiration, not only to the I Chronics and your family, to I and I children, and to many more children out there. I and I they are going to cut some tassels. My skirt, They are create something meanwhile. See? The move when you're making of the music, I love it. And one thing I and I learn. I learn through observation, learn through listening, hearing, and from other people's experience along the road of life. Chronics, stand and walk in your own footstep, brother. Find your own style. Find your own vibration and music. Tune in to the spirituality of Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, Greater Yankee Pong. There are many names to God's energy around here. To Jah, to Yahweh. Some people say Jesus Christ, some say Buddha, some say Allah. Just stick to what you know, man, and what you love. And what is lifting you higher and higher. And strengthening your movements. Once it's positivity, filled with wisdom and love and humility, love for self, family, and the whole community. Don't worry about nothing more, man, because you see chatty mouth, what people say, they will always be saying. And if you follow what them say, brother and sister, you're not going nowhere in a life. You see, Empress Imara, I and I is not educated. I'm proudly say that. You see it. For some people just caught up in the manual and the formula of education and just stuck right there. I and I is day to day. Iris, day to day. Knowledge from experience and from looking and learning and watching people actions. So I and I learn. And I learn from tuning into the mystical, spiritual energies and frequencies. Some great artists, chronics, that the world would look on and love and adore. And the outer appearance and what they are. They are struggling too. Struggling spiritually. Struggling physically. Struggling mentally and financially. But a lot of us don't see it because we only look on what is shown in the media. There's a lot of things they say about the eye chronics, negative and positive. But my brother, don't make the negative shake you or shift your frequency or deplete your honesty, your conscience, your wisdom, and your inner spiritual connection with the Most High. You say you feel like the richest man in a Babylon. That's how you must always feel, because that's how I feel all the time. No matter what the problem and the stress, no matter the strain of life I go through, sometimes I break, I cry, and I heal again and move on. Hey, you see, once you can acknowledge self, and you know self and master self, because this is what you must master, through the role of life, yourself. This is what you should improve. This is what you should make happy. And then you pass it on to your loved ones like your king or your queen and your children. And then from that secure, then the wider community will feel the effect and know who is chronics. Greater ones than thee have trod through the music fraternity. Their accomplishment is their accomplishment. Yours is yours. You're here for a reason, a purpose. I have 2 kings and 1 princess. I don't want them to be like I. I want them to master themselves. All I want my children to do is to stay on the positive conscious frequency and always seek to have a light spirit in you. When you carry a light spirit within you, it will beam out and guide your path. And the light that you show youth, always remember this, Kalisa, Chronix, Lila Aika, Chensia, Kabaka Pyramid, Jessie Royal, Janine, Queen Ifrika, Queen Omega, sound from Empress Imara, is always walking on the path, sisters and brothers. Shine the light of consciousness. Let that word be like an everlasting tree by the rivers of water that keep on growing. Plant your seeds at the river of life and make it continue growing. You see it? Don't depart from the good. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, only focus on what people eat and what people wear, Them not have nothing else enough to focus on, And that them use to judge your moral soul, And that them use to judge you. But don't be like the fool, man. Because them will sink in a miry clay. Them in the miry clay. And that's so them are going to stay. Because you know what I live and observe. I know enough ones what eat all type of meat. But it's the most iris, clean in action, iritical in a movement than a lot of them what is vegan and a lot of them what is ital. Let me tell you something, man. What I see and hear A one is valued by them actions, Aya. By your actions. It's what you do. You ever hear nobody get charged for how them think? Check the levels. And a lot of perverts round here. Then thought is clouded and corroded in a filth. And listen, if we could have read their mind, would have said blood fire. I really saw him stay. Cause I'm well attired, you know. He wear the nicest tradition and cultural clothes. Well set and groomed proper. Word out time mouth is so fluent. So potent. But let me tell you something. I want to get charged for them mind thinking. But if you know them mind, you're da sick. If you know say them feel them think about. Watch the people them action, man. Your action me evaluating and your words them a come out of your mouth, you know. So you can't have one without the other. Here I know. On the level, you have some hardcore DJ artists with DJ slackness. But check them action. You see them a live slack? A two things you have to evaluate people with in a life. Words from their mouth and them action. Because some people sing roots and culture and righteous song and gospel song. They're more devious than even the sick, blood-clot madman or madwoman out there. Chronics is Empress Imara reason with the eye. I serve the eye, a Rasta indigenous village. I was the one in the restaurant. Working in the restaurant. When the eye come seal up your first album, I and I son Marcus was playing the drum. Is Empress Imara, who was called by Babsy Grange to serve His Imperial Majesty grandson when he came to Jamaica in Shamsharp Square. I done many honorable things and trod many honorable roads and seen many honorables who are filled with filth along the journey in Rastafari houses and also out in society. I just come to tell you young musician and young artists, especially Chronics and Kalisa, because I really watching the eye them and praying, chanting up prayers for Jah guide and keep the eye them. These young Rastafari brethren that coming forward. You don't have to be perfect, Aya. We all make mistakes. We all do things at times that when we have grown past that spiritually and reflect what it was that we did and the step that we make in our own inner self and conscience can say to the Almighty, you know me slip up there, so I shouldn't do that. Almighty purge and cleanse I and show I a better way and make I be steadfast in this journey. Let me tell you something. We people out here, we love to condemn one another too much. And their mistake might be different from ours, but we all make mistakes. We all make wrong choices. We all make different flirts with different friends. And let me tell you something, youths. You see, friend thing, I know want easy something. Young people, same way teenagers. Teen pressure. I don't want easy something for them deal with. I have teenager what me I deal with. I want me to grow. I want to be something great in life. I want to stay conscious. And it's not an easy work for parent children. Especially in America, yeah. Me I talk to no family in America, yeah. Brooklyn, New York, to Jersey, and me daily travel. You know, easy youth. And me know out there on the music journey where on the pan and to face the media and the criticism from people and everyone down in our life and our fears every day, and you still have to hold it conscious. I have some people out there before them go live their life of humility and conscious and spirituality. It's like they want people to live it for them. So as soon as you make one mistake, them are the first one to judge and condemn you and say the worst things them about you. Them no want give you no chance, you know. You have to give thanks to them and the Almighty. And them the Archangel Michael and Gabriel and Raphael and all these great mighty angels. Because if they were and have certain powers, youth, you wouldn't live to get a second chance to redeem self round here with these people. Yeah? And most of them will love judge and criticize now. Check for them skeleton in them cupboard, in them closet. Check for them life record and things said good. I tell you this in a life. Now come here to please people. Everyone there for a reason and a purpose. Your life is not to please people, but your life is to make the best of it with the talents and the skill that you have. The first person that you're to please is the Almighty. And the second is yourself. And you move on to whosoever. To whosoever it may will to pass on or to be gratified to. I'm telling you this. The more you grow, the more things change. Because what and you used to do and how you used to think at a younger stage, I know they say it there right now. And especially when you become parent, you have to start plan for children and future aspect of life. Yeah? Let me untangle my crystal frequency then. Yeah. So, let me tell you this. The music journey is not easy. I write and I tap into frequency and do music from spiritual connection. Yeah? And in my journey in life, I get a lot of setbacks. A lot of fight in life. That's why I don't achieve music to the capacity where I was hoping for it to be. I life and journey, I've taught I a lot of things spiritually. So I live without regrets. I take them as lessons. And I ask the Almighty not to let me repeat those experiences, but to master the lessons and move on to greater heights. So, young musicians, for all those that's rising in that era when chronics rise up in the music, all you young great artists, know say you all have great roles to play and to master, to overcome. Yeah? Because if you listen and if you look, a lot of our elder veterans are treading home to music land out of flesh. Seeing? So, you younger ones now that are rising are us younger ones, because I'm included. Yeah? So, we have to make sure, say, you see, reggae music, we can't make it flap out. We can't make our great ones that put in them work feel. We can't feel ourselves and we can't feel them. You see, I not only have a passion for music, but I love it. Yeah? But I make certain decision as to help my children, because I see where it was very needed. And I get a lot of fight with my children as well. Me not even go down them road there again, because those are lessons what done been masters and conquer. They master and conquer. We take them as lessons that were meant to be. Yeah. So Kelly's and Chronics, just stand firm, And do this for self. Do this for your generation to come. Do this for your father and your mother. And do it for the Almighty that is the greatest. Yeah? Nothing else no matter. And no matter what anyone else say, I make them break on no confidence, man. See? Because all what the darkness coming on is to kill, cramp, and paralyze. And them use fear as them arrow for pierce heart and for pierce spirituality. Your soul is what they want for capture, But hurry up yourself. Don't be a drag. Yeah? Honorable Robert Nesta Marley, I musical dada. Salute also to the reggae artist, legend, icon, celebrating 81 years in this lifespan. Yes, Bob, you live forever, never die. Never die, Bob. Yeah. And blessed love goes out to all the Marley families. Yeah. Sons and daughters, grands and great-grand. Let the generation be successful and tread earth for ever and ever more. Never be blotted out of humanity, mind and conscience and soul. I love I ex-America people, especially I artists and Rastafari, sisterins and brethrens. Because that is my family. Because just say out of every family choose children of light. You know? Your locks is a meditation and an inner frequency of spirituality, identity. Your locks is your personal covenant. And when you know and have your own spiritual experience, is the greatest thing. And you can't depart. And even if you cut your locks, you still now cut your conscience and your spirituality and your inner self. Yeah, because many without locks, bro, you same way too. One more rootical, spiritual, conscious Rastafari. All the thought there, me I get a card. Hold on.